Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Corner. Today I had a couple of minutes. You can see I'm in the van. I'm not moving. Don't worry, I'm not driving down the road or anything. I've got a couple of minutes in between calls. I'm actually waiting for my next one, so I've got a couple minutes. And I just wanted to make a short video on, some of the things about heating and air. I started this whole YouTube and now Instagram and the blog and everything in order to try to maybe answer some questions that maybe people had either coming into the trade and just starting out, or maybe wanting to get into a trade or looking for a trade, don't know what one to get into, and maybe be able to kind of answer some of those questions. There's a lot of stuff out there that never really gets talked about with the HVAC or the actual profession of doing it. Trade schools and all that kind of stuff, they can teach you how to fix things. I mean, anybody can fix something if you're shown how, and you have a willingness to learn. But there's a lot of the things there's more to it than what they can teach you in those schools, I believe. And the whole point of all of it was to be able to put out some videos on how to actually fix things, how to talk to customers, how to deal with certain situations, a little bit of everything that was involved that we don't always talk about. And some of the things that I wanted to get out there, I had written on the blog, which if you want to check the blog out, andyscorner1.blogspot.com. That's the only advertisement I'll put in there, I promise. But I wanted to write a bunch of this stuff up in the blog, and be honest with you, I didn't have as much interest in it as what I would like to have seen from people. It'd been up for a couple months. I had several posts, and over several months or a few months, I've had, I don't know, 400 or 500 views, something like that. I'd really like to see more interest in that to make it worth it. It does take a little bit of work to do that kind of thing. So I seem to have more luck with the videos and Instagram and things like that, and it all does the same thing. So, which I get it. Hell, I'd rather watch a video than read somebody's blog anyway, especially if it's boring about heating and air or something. So, it's one of those things. So, I thought I'd make a video on it, and I wanted to talk about, why somebody would want to do HVAC for a profession. The heating and air industry has treated me very well. I've been doing heating and air for about 20 years this year. It's the profession has always given me work to do. It has always provided for me and my family. There's a lot of different aspects there, and a lot of people say, well, why in the world would you do heating and air? And I don't know. I mean, I've got a whole list of things that have worked out well for me, and I can't complain. So, one of the big things is money. Everybody always talks about how much does a heating and air guy make, and I can't tell you how much you would make. It all depends on where you're at, where your experience level, what kind of company you work for, what area you live in or you're going to work in. There's a lot of different varieties there. I mean, I think you could probably easily say, most heating and air guys are making, 30 to 100,000 a year, and some more. Depends on what area you're in, and like I said, experience level and all kinds of stuff like that. Your willingness to work is going to make a big difference. The heating and air industry does have a lot of hard work involved. It does take a lot of time. We have on-call shifts in most places and all kinds of stuff like that. So you do have to be willing to work. But, as far as, the benefits, it's got good wages. And you can't go wrong with that. Everybody always says, it's hard to find a job these days. Heating and air people are hiring all the time. So, I mean, it's pretty easy and you can get paid. So, that'd be my number one reason, because a lot of people ask that. And then, my second one would have to be, it's always going to be there. Heating and air is never going to go away. And you can read in the blog post I did about this same kind of thing. But, heating has been there for thousands of years. I mean, people have been heating their homes, whatever kind of homes they had, for years and years, and then they came up with air conditioning, and good God, everybody loves air conditioning. I mean, I can't live without it. But it's always going to be there. Some of these jobs out there that you see, people pop up internet companies every other day. Well, they also go away every other day. Heating and air is not like that. We're always going to be needed in some fashion. The type of equipment that we work on, or, the places that we work, whatever, that'll change every day. I mean, our industry is constantly expanding into different technologies and everything else. So, I mean, it's one of those things that it'll always be different, but it's always going to be there. So, I mean, wouldn't it be good to have a job that's never going to go away for the most part? And once you have that knowledge, and some experience and you've been around for a while, I mean, really, you can go anywhere. I mean, if you decided to pack up and move cross country tomorrow, and you've got quite a few years of experience behind you, and you've got all your tools and all the knowledge to be able to go, then I mean, you can go anywhere. So I mean, why wouldn't you do heating and air? I mean, there's a lot of different reasons there to do the trade, and so many people look at it as, well, I don't want to do trade work. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a lawyer, or whatever. We can't all be doctors and lawyers and such. It does take people like us to do some of the work out there that keeps people's homes cool or warm, or keep these businesses doing what they're supposed to. There's a lot of different things to it. So with the heating and air job, there's so many different outlets out there that you can get into. I know some people that have done install work for 30 years, and that's all they want to do, and they like doing it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's so many different positions you can have with heating and air. I'm partial to service. I'll always be a service tech, or at least in the service side of it. It's just what I like to do. I like to see those problems and have a challenge to have to figure out how to fix it. So, service work is what I'm into. A lot of people are into install. We've also got, the sales department. There's guys out there that they do nothing but they go out there and sell furnaces and air conditioners all day, every day. So, if you're looking, if that's what you like, the sales positions are there in the heating and air industry, just the same as all the office people. I mean, there's all kinds of managers in most companies. There's all kinds of people that answer the phones, parts runners, people that hang around the shop and clean things up. There's a lot of shops that have sheet metal departments where that's all they do is sheet metal fabrication. But it's all the same industry. So I mean, there's so many options out there in the HVAC industry that you could really do anything you like. I mean, whatever you're into, it's there, and it all pays well. It's always going to be there. I mean, I just, at the same time, I just can't see how you could go wrong. So the heating and air industry, not everybody wants to do it. I get it. There are days where we get dirty. There are long days where we have to work hard. We're in hot areas, we're in cold areas. You name the extreme for my area, and I've seen it. It's there are dirty places and horrible places that you don't want to be, but that's not every day. There is no person in the heating and air industry that can say every day is a horrible hot day, or every day is a cold day, or dirty nasty day, whatever. There are days of that, but at the same time, I have days that are beautiful weather, like today. It's 75 degrees, it's sunny, everything's pretty laid back. I've met some really nice people. It's been a good day. So there's more good days than bad days. So you just have to kind of outweigh some of those things that you don't want to see. I mean, every job out there has bad days, but I'm a big believer in, you never look at it as a bad day as a whole. It's a bad moment. That one moment doesn't have to ruin your entire day. So, that's a video for another time, but actually that's a good thought. I'll have to remember that. But maybe I should start writing some of this stuff down. But I don't know. The whole point was just to try to, explain some of my beliefs on why the heating and air industry is a good business to be into. I can't really find too many negatives. Like I said, there are bad moments, but there's never bad days. So, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please comment down below. Like, subscribe, share the videos as much as possible. My whole idea for Andy's Corner was to get this out there. So I want to be able to reach as many of the young techs, or as many of the people that want to be techs, or whatever it is. I wanted to see how many people I could reach. So, like, follow, subscribe, do all those things that everybody's always asking for. It really does mean a lot when somebody does that. So please subscribe. Hit the little bell for the notifications whenever new videos come out. I'm going to try to do more of these videos like this, so you can kind of follow along. But make sure you see Instagram at Andy's Corner 1 and Andy's Corner on YouTube. And if you do want to see the blog, it is www.andyscorner1.blogspot.com. So, like I said, please let me know what you think of the video. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it. Whatever. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But make sure you leave all your comments below. And thank you, and God bless.